Today we're going to talk about 3 ways we hold on to negative emotion and how that affects us. This is Tom Kieran with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness in San Diego, California, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Welcome back, guys. I want to get back to this book by David Hawkins, Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender. And he talks about 3 ways that we hold on to negative feelings. The first thing he talks about is suppression and repression. Suppression being us consciously keeping those feelings down, not looking at them, not recognizing them. Essentially, we're reconciled with suffering with them. So we just suffer. We feel bad, but we don't look at them. We don't feel the feelings and then look at them and try to let them go. Instead, we just keep them buried down there. Repression is the same thing, except it's unconsciously, right? We're repressing the feelings. And when we do that, we project those feelings and we deny them in ourselves and we project them on others. So if we feel hate and unworthiness in ourselves, of ourselves, we hate and we hate others and we try to project unworthiness on others. This is the idea. I think we all have been around that, have felt that at times, right? We use blame, and they call this displacement, where we displace our feelings. We totally deny them. It's unconscious generally, right? Because it's out of feelings of fear, guilt, and unworthiness that we're keeping buried, that we're not looking at. We're denying that they exist in us and saying that they exist in others. This is what causes wars, hatred, fighting, all the bad stuff, right? And really, guys, these repressed feelings, because they're repressed and suppressed, determine our worldview. Remember, we talked about how you experience life is the relationship that you have with the world. Well, if you're repressing feelings, if you're feeling these things and not recognizing, not looking at them, then you're going to project them out and you're going to have a very dark hue of the world. So that's the first one. The second thing that we could do, as opposed to repression, expression, is express them. Vent, verbalize, act out, strike out, attack, right? The issue with this, and although some look at this as this is the way to get rid of them, this is not to get rid of them, guys. This is not giving you freedom at all. In fact, this gives these feelings more energy. When you put your focus on them, when you're venting out, when you're verbalizing, when you're acting out on these feelings, not only do you give them more energy, but there's a part of those feelings that are still residual that you're suppressing. So it's the worst of both worlds. that you're giving these negative feelings more energy. The more you express, the more you put your awareness and your attention on them, and the more energy they are given. And so the more they're going to exist. And it's just going to get bigger. They're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger in your life. And then not only that, we don't actually express all of them. So there's still suppression of some of these feelings. That's the second. The third one, and this is very common, escape. You know this from it, where we avoid things through what we could probably call addictions. If that's too strong of a word, maybe it's more frantic activities I have here. But they are addictions, right? If you're a workaholic, people look at that as a good thing. Wow, what a hard worker. But if you're burying yourself in work to escape these negative feelings or any frantic activity, it could be, you want constant stimulation from TV or activity around you. There's some people that just can't be alone with themselves and their feelings. And so they need constant activity. And a lot of these turn to addictions, right? A lot of these turn into addictions. And here's the danger here. It requires more and more to keep these negative feelings suppressed. So you need more of that addiction. You need more of it. It could be drinking. It could be partying. It could be activities, whatever the activity is. It could be that you just need constant stimulation from others around you to avoid taking a look at these feelings. So I really like the way that, it's nothing new here, but I really like the way that David put these out there. And his whole book is based on letting go of these, looking at them, feeling it, feeling the feeling, and then letting go. We're going to hit that in a future video and talk about his recommendations on that. But that is the only way, is to recognize that they're there, feel them, and then make the choice to let them go, right? Surrendering to the feeling, knowing that they're just feelings, right? What many times is what he talks about is we attach thoughts to them. We talked about this with a little bit with Joe Dispenza, that thoughts create feelings, feelings then create more thoughts, and feelings, thoughts, and you get in that circle. Well, thoughts are just thoughts without the feelings, right? Putting aside the creative power of thoughts and feelings, thoughts are just thoughts. So if we can get at the feeling, if we can surrender the feeling, then all the thoughts that go along with that feeling are neutralized. They don't have the impact. So we're going to talk more about this, guys. Here's the 3 ways that we hold on to negative feelings: suppression, repression, the idea that we either suffer with them or we deny and we project them on others. We displace them, we blame, or we express them, we act out, we vent, we get angry, right? And the more you do that, the more you have angry situations around you, right? The more you're angry, the more you'll have reasons to be angry, the more you attract it. We're going to talk about this whole idea. We always talk about vibration, but emotions have a vibration, just like everything else in the universe. And so when you send out that, and that energy, that vibration, then is felt by others around you, and not just around you, but anywhere in the universe. There's no time or space. There's no limits. So whatever you're exuding, you're attracting back. Like attracts like. We're going to talk more about this, but more on the impact that positive feelings have on that. The other idea that he brings up, when we suppress, express, and then try to escape, this is where we find addictions and we try to run away from our feelings by keeping busy. And a lot of these turn into addictions. The other idea on the other side of this is when we repress these negative feelings and we're feeling them, we're also repressing and suppressing positive feelings. Love and gratitude and all those things are suppressed and kept down. We're not allowing those to come up. That's our natural inheritance. That's who we naturally are, right? So I thought that was also an interesting point. We'll talk more about this when we talk about letting go and surrendering. This is Tom Kieran with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness in San Diego, California, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. I'll leave a link to his book again in the video. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. We love subscribers. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And comment and share the videos. We love to hear from you. That's how we get our message out, right? This is Tom. Until next time. See you soon.